I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your 3-minute cattle market update for Wednesday, February the 1st, where inventories are up and the cattle market's down, which is the way things go. But the inventory report is up, although not bearish like your cattle on feed report was last Friday, which we're still seeing the results of going into the middle part of this week. But look at the futures. Live cattle futures April contract Monday was down 250. Tuesday down another 65 cents to end the day on Tuesday at 114.17. Feeder cattle on March Monday was down 355 in response to that cattle on feed report with those big placements of 118% compared to the average of analyst guess at 109. Tuesday was down $1.12 on the March contract, in the day on Tuesday at 122.77. But the highest contract on your feeder cattle all the way through next year is the March contract, which is 122.77. So these guys that are giving these big prices for these turnout calves, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because if you look down the line, those cattle, the same cattle, don't show to be worth a whole heck of a lot more than what they're giving for them right now as light calves. But and I know that the grazing and turnout is cheap pounds a gain, but still, just you got to figure your interest, your time, your freight, and everything else. It just it doesn't add up. Although I know it's fun to turn cattle out on grass. It's probably the most fun thing there is to do with cattle, but it's not fun beating your head against the wall if you know you're not going to make any money. Your weighted average on last week's fat cattle trade on 86,500 head. Your average live steers brought 121.22, which was down 67 cents from the previous week. Average of your dress steers 193.46, which was down $1.34. And it's going to be tough sledding this week. We're pretty much certain that we're going to have a lower fat cattle market this week whenever they finally do trade. But we're going to have pulling new contracts, so they've got a lot of captive supplies. They're not going to have to push too hard for cattle. We're getting to the time where seasonally our slaughter is going to wind down a little bit, although so far this week through Tuesday, slaughter's at 228,000, which was 2,000 more than last week and 39,000 more than the same week a year ago. So even though it's winding down, it's still holding a good measure in comparison to the same time a year ago. But you look at your cattle inventory, cattle and calves totaled in the United States 93.6 million head, which was up 2%, but a lot of people thought that it might be a pinch more than that. So it's not expected to make a whole lot of rifts in the cattle market. We got enough rifts in the cattle market right now. Your real-time index on Beef Market Central showed that your 800-pound steers up through the middle 12 states, which is what the CME index quotes on a 7-day moving average, was down $1.60 on Tuesday sales at 128.43. It was down over $1 on Monday sales, and through Monday sales, CME index is 130.29. And after it comes out through Tuesday sales, it will be below $1.30, just like your real-time index is too. And like we said yesterday, you're not going to see any $1.30 much on 8-weight steers, load lots of them anymore. Maybe a few up above I-70, up where you got the cheap corn, your farmer feeders in Nebraska and the Dakotas and places like that. But down through the southern plains is not going to be that. In fact, a lot of your 8-weight loads of steers are falling into the low 20s, 120s now. So we've fallen quite a bit on our feeder cattle markets here just in the last week or so. But you look at your Monday sales. Oklahoma City early in the week there had feeders $4 to $7 lower, had calves $4 to $8 lower, but spots $13 lower on your heifer calves. Joplin Regional Stockyards had 7,500 head on Monday. Feeder cattle $2 to $7 lower. And then those middleweight calves, your big calves over 450 pounds, $6 to $10 lower. The best demand by far was on your peewee calves weighing under 450. Look at some individual quotes on Beef Market Central. On Monday, McCook, Nebraska had 138 steers, a big load of 459-pound light steers at 180.75, which you figure that up, that's a lot of dollars per head. And then on Tuesday, Missouri Valley Commission Company in Boonville, Missouri there, the Angels have a good sale going there now. Had a load of 715-pound steers Tuesday at 12:30 in the afternoon, bring 133.85. That's 3 minutes, and we'll talk to you on Friday.